liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're not a thief, right?
No.
Good.
When Carrie, Grant, and Tori embark on some crime and punishment to test mythical ways of beating the lie detector.
So, Carrie, have I ever told you that I sing in Adam's band, the Ginger Tops, twice a month?
No.
And also, he was voted in Germany the sexiest TV star, second only to David Hasselhoff.
No.
Have I told you that I was a small Wookiee in Star Wars Episode 3?
No, you didn't, because I would have seen you because I was a small Wookiee.
Now you get it. We're lying. You know why?
No.
Because the fans have asked us to test out mythical ways to beat the polygraph machine.
Once we're done with that, we're going to go up against the latest in lie detecting technology, the fMRI.
Awesome, I haven't been this excited since my last cage match.
Yeah, I want a rematch.
I won't lie to you. The polygraph has been shrouded in controversy. Some say it's infallible, but the Mythbuster fan sites are awash with claims it can be beat first time, every time.
Okay, mythical ways to beat the polygraph. How are we gonna do this?
Well, it sounds like there's two different ways to beat the polygraph machine, and that's physical and mental. Now, the physical, you apply pain while you're telling the truth, whether you're biting on your tongue or stepping on a tack. So that way, when you're telling the lie, it seems like you're relaxed, and they think you're telling the truth.
And the mental way is to think of very stressful thoughts while you are telling the truth, and when you tell a lie, you think of very happy thoughts.
Well, we've used a polygraph before, but we are not remotely qualified to do it for something this serious. I think we need to find an expert, somebody who works with the police or the FBI or something.
Well, we have a few friends in law enforcement. Let's go down to the South San Francisco PD and ask them for a few tips.
So, first up, it's off to the cop shop. Because if they're going to test techniques to beat the lie detector, they want to know the optimum conditions for a real polygraph test. Lieutenant Varney's recipe for polygraph success has 4 key ingredients. 2 long hours in a sterile, distraction-free location cover the first 2.
The third issue is of bias. We really don't want the examiner to meet our subject before the test.
So far, so good. But it's the final factor that's the most critical of all.
It needs to be a big lie. There needs to be a reward versus punishment aspect to it. If you wanted an accurate test of this, you would need to commit a crime.
It slowly dawns on the guys. If they want to test this myth properly, they'll have to actually commit a crime. And that's because a lie detector works by measuring the physiological changes to the human body associated with stress, including heart rate, blood pressure, and sweat. So committing a crime with consequences stressful enough to sweat over is the only way to really put the polygraph through its paces. Back at the shop, the team begin by building the interrogation chamber. But remember, if you can't do the time, don't do the mime. Despite the clowning around, following Lieutenant Varney's advice, they've soon got the perfect location for their lie detector tests, including the obligatory 2-way mirror.
You ever get the feeling people are watching us work?
All the time.
Last time the Mythbusters played with a polygraph,
All right, Grant, I got our guinea pig.
they attempted to get in touch with a plant's feelings. But this time, the team is tackling mythical techniques to beat the rap by perplexing the polygraph. But before the interrogation comes the crime. And Adam, our criminal mastermind, has all the details.
In these 3 envelopes, I have a crime which 2 of you will commit and 1 will not.
After handing over the sealed envelopes, Adam leaves the team to individually open their instructions. Burglar Balachi is first.
All right, so here are the directions. Enter Jamie's office. Next to the computer on the top shelf of a tall white bookshelf, you will find a tan cash box. Inside the box, you will find a wallet. Open the wallet and remove $50.
Grant is next, and his task is identical to Tori's. And with the cash safely stashed, he slips away to spend his ill-gotten gains. Last up, Carrie.
You are the innocent party. Do not search the room. Do not disturb anything.
So Carrie is the all-important control. She didn't steal any cash, and during the interrogation will answer all questions truthfully. Which means it's time to meet the man with the machine. Dr. Michael Martin has been a polygraphist for over 15 years and has conducted over 8,000 lie detection tests.
There's a lot of people out there that think that polygraphs are total bunk. How would you respond to that?
Well, first of all, let's look at the research. The federal government has done quite a few studies, and each study, the test results fall anywhere from about 80% to about 99% in accuracy.
Before the guys test the reality of those impressive numbers, Ringmaster Adam has one more trick up his sleeve.
If you are able to conceal whether or not you did this crime from our polygraphist, the next time you fly for Mythbusters, you'll be flying first class. Yes! However, if you fail to conceal whether or not you did this crime from the polygraphist, you will be washing, waxing, and polishing every single crew member's car on Mythbusters.
Oh, this sucks. This went from fun to not fun.
Yeah.
With the threat of some real work hanging over their heads, the pressure is on. Burglar Belleci will be the first to face the music. But how exactly will he attempt to outwit the polygraph?
My secret weapon. I'm gonna stick the tack in my pocket like this, point it at my leg, and whenever I'm telling the truth, I'm just gonna press down on my leg. It should hurt.
Remember, the polygraph works by measuring the stress of lying. So the theory is, by stressing your body with pain on the truthful answers and relaxing on the lies, the machine can't tell the difference. To begin the test, Dr. Martin asks a bunch of simple calibration questions.
Is your first name Salvatore?
Yes.
Remember, every time he answers truthfully, he presses in the tack.
Did you steal that cash discovered missing from Jamie's office today?
No.
But the sensors on the seat and floor catch even the slightest suspicious movement.
Okay, that's a movement. Please keep your eyes straight ahead.
I tried going for the tack, and he called me out, so I had to go straight to biting my tongue.
So it's Plan B. Tori's new painful countermeasure is tongue biting.
During your entire life, did you ever steal money stolen from a cash box, a white envelope? Did you steal that cash?
No.
After a further 80 minutes of intense scrutiny and deliberately confusing questions,
That's it. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Tori and his tongue finish the interrogation close to breaking point.
I got the 3rd degree. Felt like the screws were being tightened down on me.
Grant's next, and for his technique, rather than getting physical, he's going mental.
My happy/erotic thoughts are puppies licking my face and scantily clad women.
Okay. So Grant will use the power of his not inconsiderable mind. By thinking stressful thoughts of getting caught when being honest and happy thoughts when lying, the test results are supposedly rendered inconclusive.
Regarding that cash reported missing from money stolen from a cash box, your entire life, did you ever break the questions? Is it you who stole that cash?
No.
Grant's technique requires absolute focus and concentration.
No.
But the intensity and length of the interview are designed to counter Grant's countermeasure.
Okay. That's going to do it.
Last up is innocent little Carrie.
I don't like people throwing unexpected questions at me like that. I've seen Montel. I know how they take people off guard.
Is your first name Carrie?
Yes.
Remember, she's the control and didn't steal any cash. But despite her innocence, the stressful environment and questioning takes its toll.
Was that money stolen from a white envelope in Jamie's chair? The cash reported missing from Jamie's office. You are afraid I will ask you.
I was waiting for that moment where I was going to break down. No.
The question is, will her nerves confuse the polygraph and lead to a false accusation?
That's the worst.
And to find out exactly who will be charged with the crime and who won't, Dr. Martin gathers the suspects for the results.
Well, first of all, the good news is that no one's test was inconclusive. We have conclusive results on everyone.
Really?
Absolutely.
Great.
Our fun-loving criminals have been testing mythical ways to beat the polygraph, and the results are in.
The good news is that no one's test was inconclusive.
Remember, Grant and Tori are guilty and tried to invalidate the test with 2 different countermeasures.
Like the screws are being tightened down on me.
But Carrie was innocent. So did Dr. Martin Pickett.
Carrie, you were found not to be involved in the theft. Your test was truthful and honest. Unfortunately, the men's test didn't go as well. They both failed clearly on all issues.
I knew I failed.
The numbers don't lie. Both our crims scored a probability of guilt greater than 99%. Dr. Martin had no problem spotting Tori's attempt to mask his responses with pain. As for Grant,
in your particular case, it was your skin glands were the most telling. You just couldn't suppress it. There's no way you could do that.
You didn't have a chance.
I'm not cut out for crime, what can I say?
quite simply, the boys didn't have a chance. Modern polygraphs, when used by experienced polygraphers, are very effective. The trick questions.
During your entire life, did you ever break the law?
The intimidating atmosphere and myriad of sensors mean they are very, very difficult to beat.
Yes.